Good morning. Hello. Oh man, it's about 6:45 in the morning, and I'm heading to work. Cause I'm a working man. Boy, I always thought if I end up getting another like full-time job, that it would be like, I'd go in at noon, or maybe I'd do the overnight shift. I was always really good for working overnight because, well, now it would it would have actually cramp my style because I would want to. That's when I get all my creative shit done. It's in the middle of the night. If I write a song or I work on artwork or I work on a flyer, this looks all funky. It's usually, in the middle of the night. I don't know why. Just it's, everything else is out of the way. I'm not thinking about too many of the things. I don't have any distractions. I just go to my little studio and crank things out, and I can do that till from 11 o'clock at night till 8 o'clock the next morning if I let myself. So yeah, working overnight probably wouldn't work. But the thing is it's my hours. Since I was a young lad, I was always a late night person, and I can stay awake all night and get a lot of stuff done. I'm energetic, I'm inspired, and like I said, I'm not distracted, so it's just not an issue. So yeah, getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning and being to work at 7:30 is not what I had ever expected. Had you told me, or had you predicted, Kevin, I think I have a good feeling that at some point you're going to get a job and you're going to have to go into work at 7 o'clock in the morning. I would have laughed at you. But here we are, and let me see if I can do it. Let me see if I can show you guys a little bit of my city. I don't know if I can do this or not. There we are. There's the Tower Bridge, the Golden Bridge right there off to the left. I hope you can hear me. Probably not. I always think I'm talking loud, and then when I go back to check it out, it's never that loud. Anyway, let's put it back to me, shall we? But yeah, I'm going to work, and I'll be there all day. And today, I tried to. So last night we had a gig, as some of you guys know if you checked in. We did the live stream here on Facebook. Not Facebook. We're not Facebook right now. We're YouTube. And it was delightful. It was just fantastic. It was really great. Small turnout, which is what I expected, but the people that were there were so cool and supportive. And I was just happy to get a few people out for David Dondero, who is just one of my favorites. Obviously, I just keep going on and on and on about him. And he's such a humble, grateful guy. I think he's just been doing it for so long. He just takes it all in stride, and just I think just he loves the creating music part and loves the traveling part, and he just makes the best of it. He's got a really good attitude, and I always hope I can learn from people like that, friends like that. I do the same way with guys like Kepi Gooley and Jonah Matranga, people that are dear friends, and we've done a lot of collaborating and various creative musical things together, and we've all kind of come up at the same time, really. We're from bands, and then we weren't in the bands, and then we still had that desire to go out and play music and stay with it, and we did, and we all kind of went in our own little directions, but it a lot of it is very similar. I mean, most definitely the way the mode of travel and the struggles to keep relevant and upright and doing all the things that you feel like you're sort of here to do, and they're still at it. I mean, I'm still at it too. I'm not out yet. I just gotta try and be. It's when you grow up doing nothing really but just being in a band, and that's a lot of time, a lot of ways. I feel like that's kind of all I know is just how to be in a band. I did it for so long, and I learned how to do it okay, you know. And it helped that my little brother was in the band, so it was, you know, it was family. And then we actually, you know, became family with Troy the drummer, who, you know, I've just known for so many years now, and as really is like he's my brother, you know. And same with Bobby, our guitar player. We all just you become family, and you fight, and you love each other, and you know, support each other, and you know, razz each other and fuck with each other. And you know, it's all the same shit that happens with family members, basically. Or, you know, like a significant other. It's also like a marriage, which is, you know, it's really not off. That's true. You know, you spend a lot more time, you know, in a lot of ways with your band family than you do your significant other or your home family, you know. So anyway, I like that David Dondero's his attitude is really on, pretty spot on, and I admire the hell out of that, because, you know, if you're coming to Sacramento and playing in front of about 10 people, which I do, you know, pretty often actually, you gotta love what you do, and just and persevere, and just go for it, you know. And yeah, it's quite something. But yeah, it was really it had a nice feel to it, you know. My little room, as limiting as it is in terms of space, and you know, there's a lot of stuff to walk on and step into and bump. It worked out pretty good. Everybody seemed to have a nice evening, and it was very, it was just a great evening. And we got done. I think we ended up getting out of there by, I think I was home by 11. What I'm learning about this job is that if I don't go to bed by, like reasonably, I should go to sleep by 10 o'clock at night. I was talking to a guy at work last week, a young guy. He's got to be in his late 20s, you know, but he's got a family. I think he's got, I know he's married. I think he's got at least a couple kids. And we were talking about, you know, what time we go to sleep. And I said, well, I still haven't adjusted my schedule. I'm still not getting enough sleep, and it's definitely, it's hurting me. And I asked him, and he said, oh, we're in bed by 8:30 at night. That's quality time. That's time to be doing stuff, you know. But I think what I got to do is, on these 4 days a week that I'm working, I got to adjust, and I've just got to make myself go to bed, you know, earlier. And I don't know how to do that, because, you know, just getting first of all, I drink coffee, and sadly, things like sodas, caffeinated shit. And I keep telling myself that I don't think that it's really affecting me, because, you know, I don't feel, what's the word I'm looking for? Affected by it, really. You know, I won't drink a Coke and then I'm all wiry. I won't drink coffee, and every once in a while, and like really rarely do I drink coffee and feel that old jitter that I used to feel when I first started to drink it. But it's got to be, you know, it'll sit there in your system, and it's got to affect you. And I already have an issue with just trying to turn my mind off and stop thinking about stuff, and just relaxing, you know. And I've really been trying to get back to this, you know, meditating a little bit. I used to do it, well, I've done it throughout my life, but I used to do it a lot a few years back when I was dealing with my stress, you know. I was like, well, look, I don't want to take drugs. And, you know, people were like, well, try pot. And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm not against it. I know friends that are just super, just constant on the go, and they battle with depression and anxiety, and the only way for them to calm themselves down, their minds down, is to smoke a little pot, and they swear by it. So, you know, I'm not against it. I was never anti-marijuana. I just never got into it. But yeah, I'd like to try and handle it, you know, as naturally and organically as possible. I hope I can do it. It'd be nice. We'll see. You know, what I do notice is if I draw before I go to sleep, even just on my little iPad, you know, my tablet, I'll start to relax, and then I'll really start to just fall asleep. I've actually had my, iPad in my hand, and I'm drawing, and I've got my little, Apple Pencil in my hand, and I I catch myself falling asleep. So maybe that's the key. Maybe doing that. But they say, that you shouldn't be on a computer. You shouldn't look at your phone prior to wanting to go to sleep. No gadgets, no electronics, because that somehow it affects your brain waves. Let me give you a little. See if you get a good view of this. Let's see, this is. We're going out towards work right now. You can see the Sacramento airport is right out there in the distance. We're way out in north of Sacramento, actually, and it's pretty. We're way out here. My work is clear the hell out here. I just noticed that there's this whole other big, massive facility that's being built. I just noticed this just now. That looks as big, if not bigger, than where I work. That's crazy. I guess, yeah. Anyway. All right. Well, I guess that's about it. I wish you a very, 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 very good day today. This is my positive cast. I want to thank anybody that came by last night. I couldn't. Usually, I try to have a little monitor so I can give some shout outs and whatnot, but I had my phone set up, mounted a little far away so we could get the deal. So sorry that I didn't get to check in and say hi, but thank you guys for tuning in. That was very cool, and we'll do more of those. And I got a lot of stuff now that I can kind of do this remote. I'm sorry, it's not remote, and just this streaming from my phone. We'll have more fun and do more stuff. So be well, have a great day, lots of love to you, and we'll hopefully talk soon. Okay, bye.